Hi guys and welcome back. Today's video is a 60s inspired makeup tutorial, so kind of based off those fabulous 60s icons like Twiggy and Audrey Hepburn, so I hope you enjoy. First, we are going to prime our eyelids. I am taking Urban Decay's Primer Potion in the color Original, and I'm just going to pat this over my eyelid with my ring finger. Then I am going to be taking this light purplish brown shade with a really big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use back and forth motions to work this into my crease. What this is going to do is just kind of be our transitional color for the darker crease color we're going to use later. We're not doing a cut crease for this 60s look, but it's something very, very similar. So by putting this transitional color on, it's going to help us diffuse any harsh lines later. So now I'm going to use this really, really deep, dark, matte purple on a more precise crease brush. And I'm going to, again, use the exact same motions, just in a more specific area on my crease. I'm just going to go back and forth, building that color, and then kind of sweeping it upwards into that transitional color. That way we don't have any harsh lines. And then at the end here, I flick out the eyeshadow just a little bit. So we follow it into the crease and then we flick it out. We don't connect it to the bottom of our lash line or anything like that. It's all very top heavy. But then we go back in with that blending brush and we just blend the top of it, and then we just keep building up the color again. So back and forth, and then we'll blend, add color, blend until you're happy with how intense it is. And I like to do this with my eyes open instead of shut. That way I know exactly where that color is going, and I know that when I open my eyes, it's not going to disappear because of where my crease is. So now I'm taking this matte white shade on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pat this over my eyelid. We're not going to blend it into the purple that we put on the crease, we're just going to meet it to that purple. So once we've patted it on the lid, I'm also going to take it underneath that wing that we kind of put, just to make it a little bit more seamless. And then taking that blending brush just one more time and blending the edges softly. Now with that same matte white shade, I'm going to put it under my brow bone as a highlight, and then in my inner corner to highlight as well. Now time for eyeliner. The 60s was all about that big, dramatic, fun, winged eyeliner, so I already have an in-depth tutorial on how I do my eyeliner, so if you want a little bit more direction as to what I'm doing, you can watch that, and I'll link it down below. But I'm using my Maybelline gel liner and just making a really dramatic wing. And then to give us that big, wide-eyed look that all the 60s girls have, we're going to put white eyeliner on our inner waterline just to brighten them up a little bit. And then we're going to move to the face. So I am using my Studio Sculpt by MAC, and I'm going to work that into my skin using the F80 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to use circular motions and work that into my skin. Those 60s girls had really flawless faces, so that's kind of the look I'm going for today. So just keep blending, make sure it's blended into your hairline, into your neck, all that good stuff. Now I'm just going to take Studio Fix Concealer by MAC, and I'm going to stipple any areas that I need more coverage. So I have some acne scarring, I'm going to cover that up. Just anywhere that doesn't look flawless, cover it up, make it look flawless. And then using MAC's Mineralized Concealer, I'm going to take this under my eyes, and I'm going to use my fingers to gently work that into my skin. The warmth of your finger is going to break down that product really nicely, and then also pick up any excess that you don't want anymore. So I'm just tapping it kind of in a triangular motion to really brighten up under my eyes. And then I'm going to set the under eye area with some powder. This is the Rimmel London's Stay Matte Powder in the color Translucent. So I put this under my eyes just to really set that, make sure it doesn't move or settle into any fine lines throughout the day. And then I take a bigger, fluffier brush and set the rest of my makeup that way. Now I've already filled in my brows. I have a tutorial coming up on that soon, so stay posted for that. But basically just big, bold brows, that's what the 60 was about, just really framing your face. And then for mascara, I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on. I'm not curling my lashes because I want to put false ones on later, and if you curl your lashes now, it's just going to make it a lot harder for you to put on those lashes later. So just a few coats of mascara, top and bottom, and then leave it alone, let it dry. Now for bronzer, I'm using the Mineral Effects Baked Bronzer on a blush brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to give my skin just a little bit of color, so underneath my cheekbones, around my hairline, under my jaw, and then I blend it into my neck just to give me a nice, healthy looking color. And then to further define my contour, I'm using Studio Fix Powder by MAC on a more precise contouring brush, and I really, really sculpt out my cheekbones. So the top of the ear to the corner of your mouth is kind of that line that you're going for. So I put in that line, and then I blend up and down into my cheekbone. I further define my hairline, under my jaw some more. I also do under my lip. That kind of makes your bottom lip look a little bit fuller and bigger. So that helps. And then I'm going to switch to an even smaller contouring brush. This is just actually an eyeshadow brush. But I'm going to contour my nose just so it looks a little bit smaller, a little bit more petite, a little bit more feminine. So just keep contouring everywhere that you want to be contoured. Now I'm taking this blush by Crown brush. It's like a purpley pink shade, and I'm just going to pat that onto the apples of my cheeks and blend backwards into my bronzer. And then taking the Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC in the color Soft and Gentle, I'm going to highlight my face to really give it that healthy glow. So on the tops of my cheekbones and down my nose, also my Cupid's bow. I forgot to show that, but I highlighted there too. And then I'm taking the lip liner by MAC called Whirl. It's pretty much the same color as your lips, and I'm just going to outline my lips and kind of fill them in as well, make them look a little bit fuller. I do that to the top and bottom. And then I'm going to take Creme de Nude by MAC, because those girls were all about the nude lips. But this lipstick is a little bit too nude for me, so I put a gloss on top of it. I'm using NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee, just to give a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. Also, lip gloss makes your lips look a little bit bigger, so... for lashes, we are just going to put lashes on. I forget what lashes these are. They're by the company Ardell, and then I'm using the Duo Lash Glue to apply them. I just stick them on and then tuck each corner in. Before you put your lashes on, make sure they kind of sit for about 30 seconds. But then, yeah, with those lashes, it completes the final look.